And welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Word with Ty Brownlow. I'm your host, Ty Brownlow, and remember, no one is worthless. No story is worthless. And today, ladies and gentlemen, I have a very special guest for you. Give you a couple of words about my guest. Inaugural, international, connection, soul, all the way from Toronto. Give it up for Kaisha Lee. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm great. You're here because of your latest single, Got Somebody. I've seen the video. I love the video. I love the message in the video, and just pretty much everything that's going on. Can you just tell, the viewers over here in the States, pretty much who you are and about your song and pretty much about your music?
Yes, sure. Hi, everybody. I'm Kaisha. I am a musician. I'm a singer-songwriter. I've been playing piano since I was young, and music is my everything. It's my everything. It's how I truly express myself fully. This song was a personal song to you, to all of us. It was written in the first wave, when a lot of us had no clue what to think or what was going on. A little less than now, not that we all completely know what's going on, but
True.
Back then it was definitely a different feeling, and so one that brought me to a place of feeling really burdened for everybody. Like it brought me really, really down, and also wanting to be there for everybody and not being able to be there for everybody, and not everybody not being able to be there for me either, and then at the same time still being there for each other. It was just a weird time.
Oh no, I know. Yes.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm expressing throughout the song. But in the end of it, without being able to be so close to people and yet coming closer sometimes, and losing people and coming to terms with that, and realizing that regardless of the outcome, in this life we'll be okay because we each have a mission, right? And nobody knows when each mission is gonna be completed. Nobody knows how, and so these are things that we need to accept, that we were placed here, and when we leave, we're still not alone. It's like, yes, we came in alone, we're leaving alone, and at the same time, there's this whole orbit around how we got here and how we're leaving, which means we're not alone. And so I just I wanted to express that side of it too, and maybe empower people, strengthen people to know it's going to be okay, and on that positive mindset, whatever okay is for you, it will begin to cultivate for you if your mind is there. So I wanted to, in my music, I wanted to put that out there for whoever does hear the song, to feel that in this time. We don't know when it's going to end, but we're gonna get through. In what way, I'm not sure 100%, but we will.
First and foremost, let me just say, as I'm sitting here and I'm watching the video, just like the melody, it's a little jazzy, to me a little, but as I'm sitting there and I'm watching, and I'm just watching the artistic flow of the video itself, I'm like, oh, okay, all right, I get it. And I mean, I like it, because as you said, you're going through all of the waves, and there's a scene in there with your, pretty much when you're with the two youth, kids or what have you, and, the connection you bring together with them. And, I'm just like, okay, all right, man, this is deep, and I hope, okay, all right, I see where she's coming from. All right, okay, so I just want to say, who shot the video and where did the concept and everything come from?
Yes, why Yarin Jerusalem. He just, you know what? He just changed his video name, and I can't remember. But
Okay.
look him up. He still has the other name, Yarin Jerusalem. It's YJ Films. The film crew, they were actually students, and it was their first video.
Mhm.
And I'm so grateful that we got to work on it together. They did an amazing job. I spoke to them about what I saw for the song. I told the story of how I wrote the song. At the time, I was living in my parents' basement, and I needed stuff to create the song. So I, called Long McQuaid, went and did that, got the stuff, came back, put together my little studio, some old stuff, some new stuff, created it, and wrote the song, and I expressed them the feelings around that, and some things that I was going through personally, and other things, and what was happening at the time. And so from that, Yarin took that and created the concept. So he portrayed kind of what I gave him, but he put a very, very nice personal touch on it that I really appreciated. Like when he suggested the roses, I was just thought, oh,
the roses were there.
Yeah.
Look, I don't want to give the whole video away. Y'all got to go watch it. But there's part in there with the roses, and it's very, sentimental. And it pretty much, as I said before, with the two, children, and they have the go watch the video. Okay.
Go watch the video.
Yeah.
Right. I appreciate that very much.
But no, I don't want to give all this away. But no, but as I said before, it's a very calming, sound I can connect with. As I said before, one of the words I use for you was connection. And as you were saying, that's how you want to portray to the audience and to your crowd as well. But let's talk a little bit about you and who you are, some of your accolades. I know we like to be humble sometimes, but I like to give people their flowers while they're here. So, since you're here are your flowers. All right. Gemini Award winner. Okay. Not only that, ladies and gentlemen, international. When I say international, she's in Toronto now, but she's done some work with the One Love Fest. But when I say inaugural, there's a guy who's here, he was president, you may know him, Barack Obama, she only was at the inauguration, So did you sing during the inauguration as well?
It wasn't during the inauguration. We were actually at the Canadian Embassy, and we sang at the parade as he was going by. So we were at the front. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, that's cool. That's cool. I like that. Okay. All right. So still, more than I will ever do in life. Okay. All right. I'm just saying. But so your musical upbringing. You talked about it. Music is in your soul, and reading your bio. Musical upbringing in Jamaica as well. Like you were involved, I guess, in gospel, or if that's how you got your start.
Well, I mean, how does it start? my background is Jamaican. My family is Jamaican. I'm first generation Canadian. I did spend my first year of school in Jamaica, and I also my family stay close to our roots. There wasn't a year I wasn't there, and as an adult, I spent some time there by myself, even there, 2011 for a year, and so that's where that side of things comes in, and I always stick close to it because I love my family.
Well, no, that's great.
I love my heritage very much, And gospel, I'm really grateful for gospel music. I'm really grateful for the church and gospel music because that's where I started to develop my piano playing beyond just, reading notes on the paper. And also, someone put a mic in front of me because they noticed that as I was playing, I was singing. And so I was able to develop in church, every musician will tell you it's the best training ground, because you get to all your mistakes just out there. Everyone is so forgiving. Just play that music and keep going.
You know what? She's trying. You go, girl. Sing it. No.
I'm grateful for those times. But yeah, so that, from there, from the gospel roots, I went into university and did some jazz, and from there I started to find who exactly did I want to be, and all these things that I was learning. Who was I really? And so going back to Jamaica to live for a little while was a big part of that, because I found that I couldn't. There was something in that I needed, and that I did receive, and that I'm grateful for.
See, I knew I recognized some. I'm like, there's some jazz in this song, and then she scats it.
Yeah.
Anyway, watch this video, y'all. Like, man, I'm telling you, she does it all. She even hooks up the equipment. Like, I mean, she's a trip man. She's on the board. She got the mic hooked. Man, he's doing it. Okay, go watch the video. I'm just saying, flowers. I'm giving them to her. All right.
Thank you.
So, like, what are some of your like musical influences? Because I know you said you had gospel, and then you went to school for jazz, but you also like teach music as well, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So, what are some of your influences?
I have a lot of influences. I mean, I like every style of music, and I'm grateful that I've had the chance to kind of sing every style. I used to sing in the corporate bands, doing top 40 stuff, and so there's stuff I just get involved in whatever. I sang in a rock band for a short time in Quebec. It was kind of cool. And yeah, some of my biggest influence, definitely Bob Marley. My parents made sure that I knew all the words. I found out later that I didn't know all of his songs, but I thought I did as a kid. Right. Marcia Griffiths is one of my favorite singers. Mary J. Blige, growing up in high school. If anyone who went to high school with me knew I was a solid Mary J. fan.
Gotta be Mary J.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's where the soul comes in.
Right. Jill Scott. I love Jill Scott and Erykah Badu. I love those women. Elaine. Oh my goodness, Elaine and Fiona. Those are like the '90s reggae girls that I just love them. I mean, I could keep going. There's a lot of influences. There's who I look to as singers, and then there's who I just love to listen to. And I think they probably do influence my style a bit, but like clearly I do not sing like SZA, right? But to be quite honest, if you ask me my favorite artist in the world, that's what I would tell you. It's SZA. You know what I mean? Right? But I'm not a sing J, I'm a singer, right? So it's something different. But yeah, so I have a lot of influences. I find myself eclectic, and I listen to everything, and I try everything. I want to know, like, how do I sit there? Does that resonate with me? Does that work? And if it does, then great. I've just added to my arsenal as like journey,
I love it. It's a sponge. She soaks it all in. If it works, it stays. If it doesn't, it goes. So
that's right.
It's real simple. I mean, man, this is a very simple connection. It was one of the words I used, so I'm just letting you all know. All right. So how can people, get more of you? Like if people are looking for the music, people want the video, and more of you, like how can people like find more of you?
Connect with me on my website, kaishalee.com, KAISHALEE.com. Everything honestly is there, but just for the sake of people that are like, website.
Oh my God, yes, I know.
I'm on Instagram, Kaisha Lee, KAISHALEE. I'm on all the social media platforms. I didn't get to do it all in one name because it just wasn't available. I mean, it's a unique name. Who is using my name? Can we talk about that? Can we talk about that? But anyhow, on Twitter, it's Kaisha Lee Tweets.
Like that.
Right? On Facebook, it's Kaisha Lee Official. On YouTube, it's Kaisha Lee TV. But again, if you just go to my website, kaishalee.com, then you'll see everything there. You'll see the video there. So please like, subscribe, comment, share, and thank you. I appreciate the support.
Go to their website. I can't stress it enough. Go to the website, please. Independent. All right. So, what's like next? I know you like done a video. I know you've done some like singles in the past. So, where are we now? Are we gonna have an EP? Are you working on some like newer music? You got another video? Like, what's next?
Yeah. I did an album a few years back, and it was good. And I did it myself. I sort of, produce it here, produce it there, and kind of got it together and did something. Sorry, but this time, when I do an EP or an album next, I really like to lock down with somebody and just, like one or two producers and have the sound and go with that. And I just don't know. I don't know yet where that is. I put it out there that that's what I want, and it will come. And until then, I think I'm going to continue to release singles to see what people kind of gravitate towards, because there's another shift in time, space, music, and everything again, so everything that was working before is not working again, right? So we have to adjust with that. And I feel like, do I personally want to put out my own and start to grab, I don't think I think I want the help. I think I want the team to do that. But there are some songs that are coming along the way regardless that I'm going to keep dropping till I find that team to put out the EP or album. Now, it's not that I'm not working with various people, I am, and I just don't know what's going to kind of pop off first, I don't know what's going to happen yet. I don't know what's going to happen yet. Right. But it's, that's sort of the way I'm looking at it, I want to, shout out to Iron Lion Records, who's produced Haile last year, and then also we're working on a few things for this year. So I think that if there's going to be an EP coming out, he might be the first one to help me with that.
All right.
We'll see how it goes. The next single is going to be part of that camp. But there are other people too that I'm working with. So we'll see how we all come together, especially in these times. It's difficult for everybody for everything to get done in the way we would get it done before, so we're all doing our best and working with how everybody feels about everything, right? With every situation, everyone's on a different wavelength a little bit, and you have to respect that, and also be true to yourself, and with the grace of the Most High, it's gonna come through 100%.
I like that. I like that positive spin. I like that positive energy. I like the optimist outlook. And I feel you have to have that, especially during these times. Be cautious, but yet be, optimistic that, like the best is yet to come, and whatever good that has come our way, man, that's great, but something's better, it's down the road. So I'm getting ready for that, and just making the most of it now. And I love that. That's what's up. All right, that's all to you, man. I'm loving this interview. This is great, vibing here. But I've come to my last question, the question that my show's known for. I'm sorry, but I'm going to ask this question. Miss Kaisha Lee, what is the one word that best describes you and why?
I was gonna say something I kind of said earlier, and so, but I found another word. It's almost the same thing when you think about it.
That's okay. Man,
and the word is I am honest vibration. The word before was eclectic.
Okay.
Right? And so I say honest vibration because I am in no way am I boxed. In no way am I boxed. In no way there's nothing that scares me because of my own what deep inside I feel is right or wrong, or my own way, and whatever is thrown at me, I feel that there's a purpose for that, right? So it may not seem positive at first, but there's a learning experience there, and it is of my greatest good to vibrate with that. And so, and as every day, I just feel like I'm resonating more and more with that thought. So I feel like I'm almost at the point where nothing is bad. Everything is a journey. Everything is the lesson. Whatever I didn't learn last life, I guess this is how I'm learning it now. I gotta learn it, So that's why I say honest vibration. vibrational, because that's how I want to live my life, and I'm getting better and better at it. I haven't perfected it. I probably never will. I guess as long as I'm a human, I won't perfect it.
No humans perfect. Okay, so let me put my word with this, because sitting here having this interview with you and just listening to everything, my word would be cosmic. I'm going to tell you why. In creating things, it's not always perfect. You don't even know what it looks like. It's just this explosion, and from that comes many different elements, and you are music. Music has different sounds, and if you hit any type of tune, the correct way, even sometimes not the correct way, it still sends out a vibration. That vibration carries, where it ends up, who knows? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't tell you, on the good or for the bad, but there you go.